It's Jorge from TeamJVS giving you a quick exclusive on The Legends of Vox Machina, a new animated series coming to Amazon Prime based on D&D. The synopsis of this is basically, in a despair attempt to pay off a mounting bar tab, a band of misfits end up on a quest to save the realm of Exandria from dark magical forces. So currently right now, I haven't been able to review the entire season, and I'm just going to break it down episode by episode. But for episode 1, you basically are looking at a session 0 for those who play D&D. Kind of sets out the landscape. You get to learn all these characters, some of their skills, some of their traits, and things like that. So you kind of set the stage for this episode by kind of learning the team. So you have a barbarian fighter who is a Gorg, you have a druid, you have a fighter, a cleric, a bard, who the bard is probably one of the funniest characters. You have a sorcerer, and then you have a couple of rogues, like a rogue and a ranger, or, vice versa, but very, very cool. So this episode, kind of starts showing them, at the end of the day, just mounting this giant debt of, because they were trying to obviously drink too much and figure out how to pay for it, and they can't. So they get kicked out of this bar, and then they kind of realize they need to make money. So at this point, the Paladin ends up going and just peeing on the side of like a sign, and he reads that there's a reward to help, the city keep it safe. So during this time, you kind of see this motley crew basically, which if you play D&D, that's kind of how most teams end up being. It's just a group of like crazy, random people that you wouldn't expect together. But you kind of see how they all kind of go into the king's palace and, basically give themselves to help this land. Throughout this first episode, each character is kind of given their special moment in the limelight, and you actually get to see a very quick villain on who they'll be facing. Which, I think for anyone who's played D&D or anything like that, that this type of animal is usually one that you do not want to face. But overall, I will say this is an amazing little series. I'm excited to see where it goes and where it takes us. One thing I will say without a shadow of a doubt, this is not a kids appropriate cartoon. So although it is a cartoon and it could be about D&D, do not let your kids watch this. Repeat, do not let your kids watch it. Within the first 5 minutes, you're talking about bloods and gore. You have a couple sex scenes. Like, it's hilarious in the most inappropriate ways. But overall, I'm super stoked for this series. This first episode definitely will engage you, will get you in, you'll want to see more about it. So definitely go check this out when it comes out on Amazon Prime. Would love to hear what you guys think about it. Who your favorite character is, who do you want to see, kind of progress through this story, who do you want to get to know more. But overall, for me right now, the Bard is hilarious. Him and his, little guitar playing ways. But other than that, this is Jorge from TeamJVS, and we'll see you for episode 2. Peace.